Man, I have so much stuff. I spent the day with Floyd Mayweather yesterday, and it was pretty cool. I spent the day with Sam and Floyd. Well, I would say in the evening with Floyd from 5 o'clock until about maybe 12:30. I was with Floyd Mayweather, and it was pretty cool. I definitely had greater conversations off camera than I had on camera. Um, But I wish I could tell you guys all the stuff that we talked about off camera, but it's a lot of stuff that's going to go on in boxing that I already know what's going on. Like, for example, the calendar for 2016. Um, I know at least 10 fights that's going to happen in 2016. And I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't release my sources because I'm standing right next to Floyd Mayweather, Sam Watson, and they talking about everything that's going on with Mayweather Promotions and Al Heyman and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there listening. The camera's off. But talk about Floyd Mayweather. I sat one seat away. So it's Floyd Mayweather, Sam Watson, and then me. And what I learned about Floyd Mayweather is that one, he loves boxing, and two, he's a prideful man. He has a lot of pride in what he's accomplished in boxing, and more importantly, he has there's no scale that that can measure his confidence. He exudes confidence. Uh, he speaks with conviction. And another thing I noticed is when you're, I was sitting there thinking, I was being introspective as he was talking and hanging out and conversing with me and conversing with Sam. Is that when you have that much power of influence and money, it's organic. It's not false. People say, well, you create your reality. It's an organic, it's an organic happening, like the Big Bang Theory, if you believe in the Big Bang Theory, or if you believe in uh I like a poor example, but a plant. It just happens, like sand, air, wind, water, it just happens. And um he's it it's not forced. You can't live in a mediocre world when you have that much power of influence and have those large sums of money. I'm not justifying what he does, but it happens. I can't explain it, but it's no way in hell Floyd Mayweather has the mentality of a 9 to 5 person or a person that shops at Ross, Burlington Coat Factory, goes into the mall when they get paid on Friday. That's not the world they live in. So because I would say 85% of us are, I mean, living paycheck to paycheck or a check away or 2 checks away from being in poverty. We always have to be on our P's and Q's. And and another thing that's most important, the peripheral stress that goes in living a quote unquote mediocre lifestyle. There's so much peripheral stress that goes on that takes away from your attention. And with Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't have that peripheral stress like we have. Like we have to do our daily jobs, we have to take care of our kids. I'm not saying he doesn't do those things, but he has help doing it. You can create a universe around you to support that and or facilitate that. And another thing I notice is he's in complete control of everything that goes on around him. And two, he's in the middle of everything. Nothing happens without Floyd Mayweather's okay. And you know how you hear from the rags to riches story how uh, people misappropriate other people's money, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you guys remember, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar lost large sums of money. That wouldn't happen. Antoine Walker of the Boston Celtics, that won't happen. Mike Tyson, that won't happen. You won't see. I don't believe you will see Floyd Mayweather going broke because I don't know if he signs all his checks, but he knows. I got a great impression that he knows everything that goes on that surrounds him. Whether it's a joke, I'm serious. Whether it's a joke or whether it's a business deal with shots, or whether it's a business deals with um, um, investments that he makes. And and as I'm listening to Floyd Mayweather, and I take a a peripheral view of what's going on in the room. It was at Nine Steakhouse at Palms Casino. They say I don't eat meat, but they say they probably got the top five steaks in Vegas. But he fed close to 100 people yesterday, at least 70, easily 70. So it's somewhere in between 70 and 100 people. The bill was $20,000, and I saw the money bag with my own eyes. I'm about a foot and a half away from the money bag. It's in some animal, some alligator, crocodile backpack, probably worth 20, $30,000 if I would say. It's probably handmade. It's probably one of them Hermes alligator skin or something like that. And I'm watching. I didn't see him pay for the meal, but I know what these people are ordering because I was eating with Sam at another table. So I know what I would say the average person, probably about $150 per person, I would say easily, because people are ordering steaks that they don't have no idea what the cut is or how big an 8 ounce steak is. I'm not lying. I saw people, I kid you not, I saw people ordering food to go. So, and I saw him pay someone, go in his money bag and pay someone $21,000. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw him pull out because he only had two hands. The only reason why he only pulled out $200,000 bags. And Floyd is a very prideful man. He takes pride in everything from what he wears to how he says things, now to how he phrases things. I don't think you. I think the days are numbered where you're hear an interview with Floyd Mayweather and he says something that may be taken out of context or may be a mistake. Those days are numbered. I can almost guarantee you that he's very measured. And even when I was asking him questions and I was trying to delve in, it's it's hard. It's hard. You would have to spend lots of time with Floyd Mayweather, and he knows me from the boxing scene. He was pretty cool with me during the fight. You know, he threw out little anecdotes to Sam, and their bantering with one another, and I have video of that, so I'll post some of that on the website. But I have so much footage for this movie that I have to focus on this movie. I can't focus on the channel as much because I have to do a lot of organization and all that. I know you guys can understand that, but I just want you guys to. I spent an entire evening with Floyd Mayweather, and I was impressed with him, and and I know the haters out there are gonna be like, "Well, you're bandwagon, you're sucking his dick now." No, not even close, because and I do well for myself too. So it's nothing that uh, uh, I've hung around the Kobe Bryants. I've hung around the great athletes that's come out of Los Angeles, James Harden. This is my era, so I apologize if you guys saying, well, there's no comparison. But you know, the Brandon Jennings, the Russell West. Me and Russell probably have lunch because we have the same stylist maybe 3 times throughout the summer. So I'm not a dick rider or a fanboy as they call. So I don't want, but I was impressed with Floyd Mayweather. Very impressed with him because he he makes mistakes physically because we're human, but his guard was down too. He was his guard wasn't up with me. He was himself. He understands everything that goes on around him. And when you have that much power and that much influence, you have to understand that everything that goes on around you. And he understands who he is as a person. Um, you won't be able to trick Floyd Mayweather and be like, well, you do this, you do that. Nah, that's not happening. Uh, he knows where he's at in his life, and he's maximizing every uh, every aspect of it. I would say socially, and now I think now we're going to become his pawns, whether we're fans or whether we're media. We're going to become his pawns because he knows his power of influence. He knows we need him, you know, per se, in terms of he's in a powerful position. He's the president and CEO of Mayweather Promotions. And by the looks of it, they're going to be pretty dominant for years to come. If you saw Javante Tank Davis last night, he's going to be a uberly successful. He's going to be a superstar once he learns how to open up his mouth and talk. He's not great at opening his mouth and talk. If you saw the interview yesterday on Spike TV, but um, I I've heard stories. I've interviewed Floyd Mayweather in group settings, but I've never been one on one with Floyd Mayweather. Never ever. This is my first time, and I wasn't excited. I was excited about the opportunity, but I wasn't nervous or anything like that. I just want you guys to fully understand that I'm not a fanboy. You know what I mean? I just want that to be clear. Um, as the weeks go, as I get this film more structured, I don't want to leak it because I'm working on the film and that takes precedence over this channel right now. But once the film is out, I'll gladly put the footage out so you guys can view it and you can see my day with Floyd Mayweather. But barbershop conversations. I hope this helped. I hope you guys got a better understanding of who Floyd Mayweather is. Some of you guys already knew this, but once I finish the movie, I'll be able to show you guys the videos, and I'll post. I have enough video content on Sam and Floyd for the whole year, for 2 years, 3 years. I ain't lying. If I do two videos a day, if I did two videos a day, I can easily get 1,000 clips out of what I've gotten, and we still have 4 more days to go. So, barbershop conversation. I appreciate you guys' support. Thanks for being patient with me. I know I haven't. I know I usually post more videos throughout the week, but I'm literally on 25 hours sleep for the last 6 days. No lie. So, um, barbershop conversation. I appreciate you guys' support. And don't forget Calabasas High School tomorrow. Floyd will be there. He looked me dead in the eye and said he will be there. Um, Calabasas High School tomorrow. It's going to be tons of fun, tons of celebrities. If you guys go on Instagram, you can see all the celebrities that's coming because they're retweeting it and I don't know what the term is on Instagram. Post it. They're reposting and so it's going down. Barbershop conversations. I appreciate you guys' support. And oh, by the way, I have Ortiz upsetting Jennings tonight. I'm not sure if that's an upset, but I have Jennings losing tonight. Uh, I have Gabe Rosado winning tonight because he's next to fight Canelo. I genuinely believe that. And gosh, I wish I can tell you guys the fights that are coming up in 2016. I know them, and I can't tell y'all. So I'll let everyone else tell you guys what's going on, and I'll just sit back because I can't ruin my allies. I can't do it. So I'll let Boxing Ego, Dante's Boxing Nation, and Fight Hype and all them guys tell you guys what they think is coming up. But I know, I really, really know what fights are coming up in 2016. January and February is going to be a good month for boxing. So barbershop conversation. I appreciate you guys' support, and I look forward to bringing you guys more content. Peace, guys.